Yo, what's going on, comic fam? I am Nate from GCP Comics, and I'll be drawing a little picture today. Um, Today is going to be Princess Hibana from Fire Force. So I started watching Fire Force. Been asking some people around, like, what's the new animes they've been enjoying, and I'm old school, right? Akira, Fist of the North Star, Vampire Hunter D, Ninja Scroll, all my favorites. So I'm trying to find some new stuff. I do like My Hero. I did like, some of the newer stuff as well. But Fire Force came up on the list. So I started it, that and Chainsaw Man. So I got some Chainsaw Man art that I'm going to be trying to make as well here soon. But been watching Fire Force, so this is going to be a Princess Hibana today. Kind of already started it a few minutes ago, worked on it a little bit, tried to rework it, and I'm just going to continue going with it, see what happens. I am going blue pencil today just to change it up a little bit, and it kind of relates, I guess, to the blue in, the fireman outfit that they kind of wear with the sleeves. I think they have the blue around them. I'll pull it up at some point and double check all the final details. Always use reference, right? Especially when I'm dealing with something I've never really drawn before. So this is my first time trying to draw her. So give that a go. Watch is dying. I'm gonna charge that real quick. This show's been pretty cool so far, though. I dig it. I guess I'm a little far in. I'm not sure exactly where. They just met the engineer dude that they hire and help him out, Vulcan. But I feel like she comes in and saves the day, right, for that too, kinda. So, little Princess Hibana today. On the 2 hour grind. What else do we got to talk about? I don't know. Let's see. Nothing too new in the world of comics, but of course, there's always new in comics. Tomorrow, no, wait. Wednesday, new comic book day. Always a new comic book day coming up in a couple days. I have to check out and double check what I've already pre-ordered, what's coming out. Talk a little bit about that tomorrow, maybe. What books I should be looking into picking up. I'm being summoned to play some video games. I don't know. I'm gonna try to hop on there in a few. So this might be a quick one. I might come back and finish it tomorrow if you tune in and check it out a little bit. I love my blue lead, but at the same time it breaks so easy. So it's not quite the hard lead when I use the 2H. It breaks real easy every time. So it's one of those things you kind of got to be careful with. Just kind of sitting on her dress. I know there's got to be other animes out there that I haven't seen yet that I need to see, but currently Chainsaw Man and Fire Force are on the playlist. So of course I want to draw some of those characters. Got a little convention coming up this weekend. Pretty stoked for the Stellar Con. It's in Harford County, Maryland, outside of Baltimore. Pretty rad little show. Gonna have a lot of cool voice actors there this year, or this time. I think it's gonna be fun. Rad comics up for grabs. Emails coming through, always. Alright. Need some new lead. Ran out of lead for this. Dun, dun, dun. Alright. Still working on Princess Hibana. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I feel like I am, but now I'm second guessing it. Yeah, it's alright. From Fire Force. Pretty rad anime so far. So I like to use these the Bics, the Bic pencils, old school. I don't know. They're replaceable pretty easy. They usually work pretty nice. They're cheap. And then I always replace the lead. So whether I'm working with the 2H or if I'm working on with the blue lead or whatever it is, I buy the 07 lead and just flip it out. Of course, there are much better pencils out there. This is just one of those things that I do, right? I don't know. Let's see, light source is probably going to be coming up. She's going to have one of her hands up. Like anything, I started with just basic shapes and just keep working in the layers, layer after layer of line. I don't know what else is new in the world of comics. Let's see what I can find. And let me turn this on. Dun, dun, dun. Where did it go? I was just reading the Cover Price weekly comic report. It's going back a couple days, but gotta get my comic news somewhere, right? So let's see. All select comics number 3. Nope, nothing I got. Too old. The Amazing Spider-Man's pretty rad. This Tokyo Con or something exclusive. Came out a few years back. They had some huge sale. ASM's always kind of, they're one of those books. I've got a ton of doubles of ASMs and not letting them go. Spider-Man, I feel like he's like one of those characters they just continue to grow. Value-wise, comic value-wise, you know. Not that I ever would say go buy them. But I am not selling them. Alright, she's got like a little pouch on her belt. Alright, so first I had her hood up around her neck, but then I took it off the shoulder. I thought it would work better without it up there. Maybe I'll go back that far, cut it a little closer than that. All right, that was like just some of those folds. So she's like got her jacket on, she's kind of pulling it down. And some of that soft like collar that she has on her coat. Coming through the fingertips. Break some lead. And I will be back in a moment. All right, so little Princess Hibana still coming together. Still adding a little bit of value. Sometimes I don't get the angle on my overhead camera right, so she like, I feel like when I'm looking at her in the camera, her proportions look a little bit more off than when I'm looking at her straight on. I don't know if that changes for you guys on the other side, but it doesn't really look as off as it does for some reason up there. But anyway, continuing on. So she's got her jacket on, pulling it kind of, it's like pulling it up on her shoulder. She's gonna have some of her fire powers going on. I know she carries a fan. Didn't include the fan. I guess she's sitting on the couch in that room that they hang out in sometimes at their headquarters. Didn't really go into the background of it much at all. Probably we'll just leave it very basic for this one. There's a wall back there. That's what those lines are for. Got it. Check, check, chickadee check. Alright, so Princess Hibana is going to have a little power going on up here in his hand. Click, 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 click. I don't really recommend working with one of these blue pencils like I do. At all. It's kind of annoying after a while. The lead just breaks and breaks and breaks, and I love how it looks, but it can get annoying at times. Luckily, it doesn't usually get too annoying until I'm ready to start going over it with the inks, right? So I'm going to get that step here in a moment. And she has what, like kind of leaf shape flames, little flowers at times. I'll touch those up in a minute, I guess, once I get back over there. Power it's different. Probably didn't give it all the... Can probably attach some of these, but like make them more flamey. Not all of them, just a few. All right. I'm on it. It's got not bad, not bad. Let's keep going. All right. Princess Hibana, watching Fire Force, decided, yeah, I'm gonna knock this out. Still prepping myself for this con this Saturday coming up. It's called Stellar Con. It's in Maryland, Harford Community College. It's in Harford County, Maryland. I don't remember the town. Churchville, Bel Air, something like that, somewhere in there. But it'll be rad. Rad little show. They got a lot of cool voice actors that are going to be there. They got the OG Wolverine from the 90s. That's pretty dope. They got Rufio from Hook, right? That dude's going to be there. Some other good guests, but I can't remember all of them. So I'm just still prepping, keeping myself fresh, right? Trying to be able to have some new work available for people, and at the same time being able to draw commissions, right? The more I'm off, it's muscle memory, right? So if I take too much of a break in between things, or I take like a couple weeks off and come back to it, it's never quite as good. Takes me a couple times before I get back to full, I would say. But as of right now, I think my pencils are done. And I might actually just do the inks tomorrow. I'm a little late getting on today. A little bit of but I will be back for the 2-hour grind tomorrow for a full 2 hours. Rocking and rolling, ready to go. Try to get on 3 to 5 every day. Holding myself accountable, right? Again, I'm going back to it. I got to draw every day. Otherwise, I'm going to lose it. I don't want to lose it. I want to keep going. I need the grind. I need to do it. That's what the 2-hour grind's all about. Holding myself accountable. If you want to draw with me, tune in. You want to draw too? Awesome. Get better. Of course, you don't have to draw like I do or do any of the things I do, but I do try to give a couple tips here and there. Try to talk about the reasons I do things, right? The blue pencils is really rad just for building layers, you know, going in a little bit, and get the good darks. Erasing it, though, isn't always the best, but it's supposed to be non-photo, right? So it just has a different effect, I feel like, when you scan it in, when you ink over it. If I go that route. Alright, so tomorrow, tune in, catch me next time. I'm going to go ahead and ink this beautiful Princess Hibana that I drew Hibana that I drew today. Get some inks on there tomorrow. Maybe throw some markers at it. I haven't done a marker demo in a while, so I think that's about time. That's about due. Maybe not. I don't know. I definitely want to scan this one probably in and Do some digital work to it too, if it turns out. I think that's going to call it for today's 2-hour grind, and I know it was only like a half hour today. Got on late, had some errands, had some other things going on. No. Let's just break it. Alright, once again, I'm Nate from GCP Comics signing off for today. Princess Hibana coming back tomorrow. Gonna ink her tomorrow. So the pencils, inks, and mistakes. Did the pencils today. Blue pencil. Inks will happen tomorrow. Possibly pull off some markers. Definitely scan it before I do the markers, just in case I make any mistakes, right? Because they are bound to happen. That's why it's called pencils, inks, and mistakes. I try to fix them all. Usually I'll try to show you a way to fix it if it does happen. And it does happen, because art is art, and it's not always cut and dry. I got it exact. I'm always erasing, always changing, always trying to adapt it, change it, fix it, make it better. That's what the 2-hour grind's all about. I'm trying to get better. Thanks for stopping by. Till next time.